All right, we are live. So welcome everyone. Today is Friday, which means it is our weekly Q&A day. I am actually going to show you guys how you can join the meeting if you are new. Let me get some things moved around over here so that I can do that. All right. So we have so many updates this week that it's like absolutely insane. So I'm going to show you how to join, and then I'm going to go through all of the updates, and then we'll take your questions, and then we'll spin the wheel, and then we'll have an amazing weekend. Okay, so let me share my screen here with you all. Okay, so if you are new or you are a member of our program, you can go to bridgetbartlett.com and you can click the events calendar. And there you're going to see all of the live training and Q&A events that we have. You want to click on today and you're going to click here to join the Zoom. Okay, so you're actually going to go to this page here. And then when you click here to join in the Zoom, you're actually going right to your resource area and you'll see this image here. You just click there and then you can join us in the Zoom. Okay, if you're not a member yet, you can go to bridgetbartlett.com as well, and you can click here to join our program. We have options for new and current high-level members, okay? So let me go through some of these updates with you guys because there are so many, and there's so many cool things that I know a lot of people were waiting for. So first of all, most of the time when updates are released by high level, what they do is they will release it into labs. Okay, so labs, there's an agency labs, and that's in the agency settings. And then there's the sub-account labs, and that's in each sub-account setting. So each sub-account can choose whether they want to turn on the new features before they're actually released. So this is kind of like, this is like after beta and before live for everyone's account. Okay, so you can see here we have like the workflow builder, and all you need to do is toggle this on. I will say, if you are testing these out, keep in mind, like this one's not going to be live for 47 days. So they actually do this stage for those of us who love testing out the new features, but also so that we can submit any feedback about any bugs or anything that we think would be a better function. And you want to definitely submit that here inside of the labs, because what this is, this goes right to the appropriate team so that they can make the changes rather than having to route through support and do all of that stuff. And it's really simple. You just click there and fill out the form. Okay, it's actually faster than support. But you'll see, if you'll scroll down here and you'll see all of the new changes, you just want to toggle them on. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through some of these things here. Okay, now the first thing is, if you don't know, we have proposals and estimates inside of high level. This is at the sub account level, because remember, tools are not available in the agency account. They're all available in the sub account. Okay, so we have this coaching proposal template here. Okay, we've had this, but what we can do now is actually, after we have sent this to the client and they have signed, it actually will automatically convert now into an invoice. Okay, so you can see here, I actually did a little test with this, and it actually converted into the invoice where I could then send them the link to pay, or I could download it, whatever I want to do with that. Okay, and I actually did do a little test here to show you what it looks like. So when you send the proposal, it looks like this. Okay, so this is actually going to me. All right, so this is letting me know the proposal was signed. So let me go back here. So I have this proposal. This is what the client would see. Okay, now of course we'll have the ability to edit all these and make them pretty. And then this is what happens when it's signed, right? So this gets sent to the agents, I think the agency. No, this gets sent to the customer. So when they have received it, they'll send it. When it's signed, they'll receive an email. And then when you convert it to an invoice, you'll see here, this is what the customer is going to see. And then they're going to click there to open up their invoice. And of course, they can pay. Okay, so that is the new option there. Now, the next thing is the workflow triggers. Let me show you this actually. If you guys did not know this, one of my absolute favorite things about high level, and you guys who are joining me, definitely let me know if I miss a hand up or something like that. It's hard to see when you're sharing the screen, but so I don't know if you guys know this, but high level, one of the best things is they make it so easy for developers to create products specifically for high level or specific integrations for high level. So now inside of the agency account, you'll see the app marketplace, and you'll see all of these different apps that, like Boomerang Me is in here, all of these different apps that are customized for high level. So if you're looking for like a new app to use for your agency, this is definitely a super cool place to go and shop around, okay? Now, the cool thing about these apps in here is that you, as the agency owner, you can actually create your own app and then customize it, right? So then the cool thing is what it's going to do is it's going to create, like you'll see here in the workflows. Let's say that CloudKey decided to create an app so that we could automatically create licenses for our clients. That would be super cool. And CloudKey would be able to sign up for this, create the developer app, and then we would see CloudKey options in our workflow, just like we have for like Shopify. Is Shopify still in here? And you'll see here, also, this is the updated workflow. So again, this is something in labs. If yours doesn't look like this, definitely make sure to toggle this on. Okay. Now, the next thing that I wanted to show you is the copy contact. This now we have the ability, and I did a training maybe a month ago to show you how you could use the webhooks to send and receive data in between each sub account, right? But now there's actually a workflow trigger here so that you can copy an account to another, or copy a contact from one account to another sub account. Okay, so this is actually used a lot for like lead gen agencies. A lot of times you'll do like your outreach on one account, and then you want to copy that contact to another account. So you can actually do that here now very easily, just as a part of a workflow step. And if I click here, it would show me all of the sub accounts within my agency. Of course, I don't want to do that because I'm live, but you have the ability to do that. Now, you also have the ability to copy tags and custom fields. So imagine the power of this if you had someone tagged, right, with like a workflow trigger tag, like let's say high level trial, and they come in, you're doing all your outreach, and then you tag them that. When they get moved to the next sub account, they're going to be tagged with that as well, which you could build out to trigger automations that will automatically send to them. So much power in that. It's absolutely incredible. It's funny. It's just a little feature in here, but it really opens up a world of options. If you're using the white label lead system and you're doing all of your outreach in one sub account to protect your email sending domain, now you can just use the copy contact and then send it to the main account that you're managing. Okay, so that is so super cool. The next thing I wanted to show you is in the prospecting tool, and this is available inside of your agency account only. You'll see the prospecting tool. Now we have the ability to export as a PDF all of those different reports that we can use when we're prospecting. So this is similar to like Vendasta. When I was with Vendasta, we had, and I can actually show you this, we had all of these reports, but with Vendasta, you had to pay $2 a report. Now we don't have to do that, right? So you can actually export this and as a PDF now, okay? So the next thing that I wanted to share with you is the affiliate manager. So as you know, we have inside of our sub accounts, each sub account has access to the affiliate manager, but a lot of local businesses, they don't really like that terminology, affiliate, right? A lot of local businesses will use like referral or something like that. Now you have the ability inside the sub account, you can change this where it doesn't say affiliate manager. You could have it say like referral, like campaign or whatever you want to say. But you can change all of that here. Okay, so that's really cool as well. Let's see, in the conversations tab now, if you guys toggle over the email, you will notice, I think somebody is unmuted or somebody's, yeah, if you could mute. So you'll see here in the conversations tab, when you toggle that over in the lab, now it's a lot more user-friendly to be able to look through the thread here and be able to respond to emails. For example, if there were responses here, it would be easier for me to read. Okay, so if you've been using the conversations tab, you understand this is so much easier to read through. Okay. Also, calendar consent. Okay, so let's go to the calendars here and go into the calendar settings. And you'll see now, if you go here and let's go edit and you go to forms and payment, you'll see now that there's actually a consent checkbox. Okay, so this is really important because a lot of us, in an effort to remain compliant with A2P, what we want to do is add checkboxes and make sure that people know if we're going to be sending text messages that they have confirmed this. Okay, so now there is that consent box, and it actually it will when they do this, it will actually show up like confirmed and be nice and official there. But so now you have that checkbox, and if you wanted to see what it looks like in the calendar here, if we open this up into the page, you'll see on the form here. Let's let it open up. Okay, let's try this. Let's try a different one. Actually, let me just try this. Grab the permanent link here. This is my demo account, so I don't know why that's working. Okay, well, you guys can definitely check that out. I don't want to spend too much of your time because we have so much, but that consent box is there. That's really, really important. Also, video backgrounds. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for the video backgrounds outside of websites. Before, it's available in websites and funnels. Before, what we had to do was do like a GIF or a GIF or whatever, however you want to call it. And then we would add that. But now we actually have a real video option where if you wanted to add a video to the back panel here, you can now do that here. So you can see this is like has an image. If I wanted to add a video, I could do that here. And of course it could be one. Let's see if I have videos in. I don't think that I have videos here. I think I just have this GIF, which won't help much. Let's see. Okay, I don't see that I have any videos, but that is how you're going to upload your video here. Okay, you'll just, of course, you'll upload it to the media gallery, and then you'll be able to select that video there. Okay, so it actually looks really good. I saw a video of a presentation that Chase did to show how it worked, so that's really exciting. New styling live for surveys. Oh my gosh, I told you guys there's so many new things. So now if you go into the survey builder, and I actually have not even looked at this, so we're going to look at it together here. Let's go into marketing survey. Actually, let's just create a new one. Let's choose from a template. And let's say this one and continue. Okay, so it's adding a template. If you guys didn't know that we have survey templates now, we absolutely do. Definitely check that out. I'm trying to figure out now how the styling is different for these. Let's preview, because it had lots of different options in that video, but like I said, I have not checked this out. But if you're using the survey builder, I think these are new. This is what it is. You have the background image and header image and some different customizations. Yeah, like that footer. So definitely check that out if you're interested in using the survey, or if you're using one now and you just wish it had more customizations, now you have that ability to do that. So now, oh my goodness, lots of people are going to be so excited about this. If you go into the affiliate manager and you go to create a campaign now, we actually have 2 levels of commission that you can earn inside of the affiliate program. So you'll see now you have your first tier commission, and then now you can actually have the second level of commission. This is actually really important, and it's a popular strategy. It's one high level uses for high level itself, because if you are someone who knows influencers, you would want to then promote high level to them, because if they decide that they want to start using it and then promote it as well, now you are also earning commission, right? So it gives you the incentive to go after these, larger influencers and accounts, to promote high level, and then you still benefit, because if it was just one level, you would sign them up, but then you would earn nothing on the extra layers on any of the people they sign up for. Okay. So typically, like with high level, it's the first level is 40%, and then the second level is 5%. So that's how that goes. I know a lot of people have been waiting for that as well. That second tier is really, really powerful. Review widget. Oh my goodness. If you guys have not checked out the review widget, there's lots of customizations here now. Let me go to, I think it's reviews. Maybe is it just straight up widgets? Yes. Now you can actually go into your reputation management, go to widgets, and you'll see here that we have the ability to create our own template here. So you can actually add Facebook reviews. You can change the list or the grid or masonry and legacy, and you can add how many reviews you want to actually show. You can choose whether you want to power this on with your agency or not. That's what this is down here. And then of course you can change some of the content here, change the colors and all of that. And then you have your embed code here. Okay, so super cool. Something else that's really cool, and I'm gonna have to stop sharing because I need to get into a place that I wanted to show you this. So I'm not revealing information. But if you guys go into the conversion AI, and we've been talking a lot about that because it is coming along so quickly that it's like earth-shattering. But the autopilot option is now available. So you will be able to turn on your conversation AI and it will automatically start responding. Now, I definitely encourage you to use suggestive until you feel like you're getting some good responses, and then turn it on, and you're still going to have the ability to edit and train that bot directly in the conversations. I saw a preview of it. It is so super cool. It's literally like it posts the answer and then you can give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And if you do thumbs down, you can edit. It's really incredible. It's super cool how that works. Okay. So that is the next thing. Oh my goodness, something else. Let me show you the image slider. Let me go back into the editor here. We actually have an image slider now. Of course, you need to have the new funnel builder enabled in Labs to access it. But you will see, and of course, this is new. So you should see image slider right here. So if I drag this here, then I can choose any of the images that I want to add. You'll see that you have a call to action link that you can add. You can have it open in a new tab. You can adjust the height. You can add all of your images here. Like if I, let's do, okay, I'm just playing with this really. Add a slide. I don't know why. Oh, so I think we would do like this one. Oh, isn't she so cute? Totally adorable. So you click on the slide and then you can add the image. So that's how that works. Okay, so we have this. So you see how it works. It actually, if we preview, it just creates that slider effect for your images so that you can display multiple images. Okay, so that is so cool. I know lots of people were waiting for that. Also, some things I can't show you, but if you are using the LC phone system, you actually can now set the phone system so that it will send, you can create like a phone number, and then you can create a list of users, and then you'll be able to basically, when that call comes in, you can set it to where whoever answers first is the one who gets the call. So that is super cool. I think they call that ring all is the option. Also, I did want to tell you, and I won't demonstrate this for you as well, but in communities, you actually have the ability to tag different users and then set email notifications when that user is tagged. So if you have your whole community built inside of the community's client portal, inside of your sub account, now you can, when users are tagged, you can have it set to send them emails in regards to that tag. So it helps to streamline the communications between, within the community feature. Okay. Lots of cool things, you guys. So what do you think? Anything in particular you're excited about?
All of it.
All of it. That's what I was going to say.
Just getting started.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of overwhelming. But again, like Erica, you said you're just getting started. You're probably like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to understand all of this stuff. It's too much. But look, Terry last year was just like that. Now Terry's like a automations. I'm an automations queen, but I think Terry's coming in to the automations king for sure. So don't be overwhelmed. Learn by necessity. You'll hear me say that 1,000 times. Have a task, and then learn the things that you need to do to complete that task. Just keep evolving. Eventually, you'll be shocked at how much knowledge you've gained just by that, and you'll have a working system. That's the goal.
I'm excited.
I really like the image slider. That's something I've seen in other sites, and it's good.
Yeah, it's just so awesome to see them. I mean, and those are just the features this week, within the last 7 days. Can you imagine what level up is going to be like? I'm so excited. Terry, I see your hand up.
Question. I was in there with because I'm all about chat and the AI. Mm-hmm. That calendar, is that set up where when you choose the calendar now, when somebody want to book, it'll go through that calendar and give them available dates?
Yes.
I'm thinking, or do we have to train it on that?
No, it should do that. Actually, now that I'm thinking about that,
I know the AI. What was that? It's in
Eliza bot.
It's not the Eliza one, but the calendar Autobot. Autobot. I'm sounding like Transformers. The AI, it's in the workflow, right? I seen it and they demoed it where that does that. So I didn't know if that was different.
I immediately I was like, oh well, yeah, that's what it does. But then I just want to make sure I'm telling you the correct thing. I think so.
Yeah.
If it doesn't do it now, it will soon. But from just what I've seen, that I know for sure what it does is it will ask the questions that you wanted to ask, and then when they want to book, it will share that link to that specific calendar that you've chosen. So that I know for sure. As far as asking the dates, I think it does that, but I'm just not positive.
Because I know in the workflow, you choose the calendar, you have to choose a calendar for it to do it. That's why when I saw the calendar, I said, I wonder is that the same as in the workflow? Because in the workflow, when you choose that option in your workflow, you have to choose a calendar so it know which calendar to communicate with.
Yeah. Yep.
That's powerful.
Yeah. Also, I did, and this is something that Sean showed us. How cool is this, you guys? Like, you guys have, most of you have like seen my whole journey, if not seen my whole, like all of my old videos when things were terrible. But I cannot even believe I was invited to this meeting for all the top affiliates of High Level, and they were going through and showing us all these amazing things about conversation AI. One of the things that they showed was where it's not going to be just the booking app. So it's not going to be just like the calendar. There will be an additional option that says like general questions. So you can either use it like a booking app or the booking bot, or you can use it for like general questions or support. So that's definitely coming. And I wonder if I go back to training my bot. Yeah. So, yeah, super cool. Janai, I see your hand up.
Hey, yeah, I was questioning about the phone number and the tag in the community. So my thing is I'm trying to put together a community in the communities, the community section, a membership section, and I want to use a text keyword to tag for those members when they come in, for certain things. But to have the tag text to say, text this keyword and it will send them the message as well as invite them into the community. Is that a possibility?
Ooh, can I raise my hand? No.
Sure, go ahead.
It's like I know, but go ahead, Bridget. I'm sorry, I'm just playing.
Do you have the answer?
You can do that. I mean, it can be done, just through setting it up with the key where you just choose your keyword as the trigger. And then the workflow will go off. Well, Bridget, you go ahead. I'm still learning, but I know it's doable because I didn't set that up kind of.
Yeah. So you definitely can invite to the communities, but the option, this is literally what I was just talking about today that was released, the option to tag inside of communities so that you could then complete different actions. So
Right.
that
That's
is
what I heard.
literally just now, like 2 hours before I started this meeting, I learned that we are able to do that. So I've not tested it out. So I couldn't say, yeah, here's all you do. But I imagine there has to be a way now, because as long as you can create actions for one of the features in the workflows, it's really unlimited what you can do. So I would say now that we have that option, I would test that out. I love the idea of tagging the users and send. You could also create like a user that's like support, and then whoever tags support. And if this functionality is not available now, it will be. You would be able to like tag support and then notify the appropriate person so that they can get back. So like you have your whole communities group or whatever, and then if any of your members were to like tag support, then it would notify you. So obviously that's really
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. I had one other question too. I was just in there trying to see, do you recommend in the phone section, do you recommend getting another number for specific keyword tags, or can you use the same phone number to have people text different tags?
I would definitely use the same phone number.
Okay.
But then you can use, and I know Terry knows the answer to this too. You can use that phone number, and then you can use that conditional logic to say, did they reply? If they replied this keyword, then do this. Did they reply this keyword, then do this. So you could build off of that one action.
Okay, that's super cool. Now, can you explain to me, can you go to the phone section in the back office, because there's some tags there. Not tags, but new buttons there. I was a little confused about. You click on phones, and then I'm looking at mine, so I'm not seeing what you're doing yet. But phone numbers, and where it says add new number, and it has used for text messaging and calls, add number pool, used for text, used for lead tracking. That's what I was at.
Do you want to share your screen? I'm not really sure.
Oh, sure. Can you see it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So see here where it says add number pool, used for lead tracking.
So a number pool is kind of like a folder with multiple numbers.
Oh.
Yeah, most people are going to do just get the phone number.
Okay.
Um,
What's that?
And then if you want to add a number pool, like with multiple, then you can choose that, of course, and then add verified caller ID. That's basically like if your numbers, it's really something that you want to do. That way, when your numbers you're texting people, it shows up as your business and not like a spam call.
Right. Okay. Okay. That's all I had. Thank you.
All right, cool. Since you did bring that up, though, it helped me to find, I'm going to kick you out of screen share. I did see in the phone numbers here that option that I was talking about for the ring all. If you go into your phone number and you go to edit configuration, you'll see down here, ring incoming call to all users. So if I wanted, when I get a phone call to this business number, I could select this and then choose up to 8 different users. And then all of those users, every time I would get a call, it would call all of them. And then whoever was the first one to answer is the one that would be assigned the call. So that is the new option that I was showing you guys or explaining. Super cool. Anybody else have anything? Terry?
Just want to share with that pool number is one way you could use that where you put you could put 4 different numbers so you could track different things that let's say different campaigns, and you put your main number, and the number you put in there as far as one of the pools will pop up on the website, but it'll call your main number. So if I have a business and I've got 4 different sites up, and I put that main number in there in the when you put it in under when you choosing it, and it got where you want the main number to go. So you got 4 different 800 numbers. So each site will pop up within that pool. When you put that number in there as the placeholder, it'll pop up and change from the main number in the builder. You put your main number there, but then when it pops up on the site, it'll be the 1-888, this number, 402, 405, 406. And that way you could track the activity of whatever you're doing based on the matrix of you doing Google campaigns or ads and stuff. So you can see which one is performing better. I saw that on the training. So
and that's really important, especially if you're running ads, like you were saying, because you want to be able, if you're the agency, you want to have every ability possible to track the analytics of what you're doing for that client, because sometimes you're doing a lot of things that they have no idea that you're even doing, and they may not even understand the value of it. But it's like these reports that we have for each sub account, and I highly recommend turning those on for your sub accounts if you haven't yet. But these reports, sending those out monthly, it lets them see, how many leads came in, how many calls were answered, how many like our ads, how productive was that? All of those things, even like how many posts on social media, all of those, it's kind of like, it's your report, your agency report to show how they're benefiting from being a part of your agency. Yeah, Terry?
Question on a verified email, right? So I was looking at a service that kind of cleans up the email so you keeps your bounce rate from happening. Is that what the verified email does in our system that they charge for?
Yeah, it verifies each email. So if it's not a verified email, it's not going to send.
So it won't hurt you. Okay, so that's even better than just.
I have mine turned on.
I'm about to turn, because I didn't know that, because I was looking at, and then ours is cheaper than everybody's. I've been looking at like 5 different companies that do that charge for that service.
Mm-hmm.
And ours is like 2 point something, 2.5.00025 cents, and everybody else is 0.008. The lowest one I found was 0.008. So that's a big difference when you're looking at volume. So I'm like, oh, Terry, you should have that on. So I learned that the other day. So
yeah, and it's also like not only is it cheaper, just like you were saying, but when you think about the long-term cost of not using it, it's really just a no-brainer, right? And like I was just talking about open office hours. I used to have it where you just enter in your email and you go right to the Zoom room. Now you enter in your email and then it tells you go check your email, and then you get the link from that. And that is an attempt to only get valid emails. That's really the point of that. Because sometimes people will just put whatever in. They do it too. This kills me. They will do that too with tools. It's like, how do you expect to get your login credentials if you used a fake email with a tool? So, but also sometimes it's just a mistake. And I've done that before too. You transpose like letters when you're typing it in, especially if it's a long one. It happens a lot. So yeah, just keep that email clean.
I got one more question with the bot training, because I haven't went back there in the training. Is that where we put the prompts in there? Is that how we use that?
So what you want to do, and this is honestly, I've been checking out a lot of bots and I am so in love with this. It's so cool. Let me get into this account here so I can show you. So many tabs open. Okay, conversation AI. All right, so this is where you're going to, first of all, this is kind of new. I did do it earlier this week, maybe Monday, I did a training on this. But what you want to do is train your bot here using the links. Okay, so you're going to put whatever links in here that you want to train it with. I will also say that you guys, since I'm an affiliate and I focus on that, it makes perfect sense for me to use the high level knowledge base to train my bot. But did you guys know that if you go to help.leadconnector, and they actually have done a lot to build this out. I think it is, yeah, leadconnectorhq.com. help.leadconnectorhq.com. This is a white label knowledge base that High Level has created for you guys to use. So just in the last week, they've added a lot of articles to this, but it's completely white labeled. And, everything is Lead Connector with High Level. That's like their way of like gray labeling their tools. That way, when you sign, people up for your agency and they want to use Zapier, you can say, yeah, just choose the Lead Connector app. So it's kind of generic instead of saying, yeah, use High Level. And now they know you're using it. So anyway, what you could do is you could use this support, the white label support, and then you could use that to train your bot. That way, you're not pulling in all of the high level specific information there. But then when you want to customize the bot, this is what you're going to use here. So you're going to add different questions. I've been utilizing the bot and then training it at the same time. So if there's anything that I discover, wow, they just, like, for example, someone messaged me and instead of High Level, they put GHL. And then so the bot had no idea what GHL was. So I had to train the bot to tell it what GHL was, that it was a short for High Level. So this is a way that you could manually train, but also, and I don't know, let me stop sharing and see if it's available, but in the conversations tab, that's what I saw the sneak peek of, is how you're going to be able to train the bot directly in that conversations tab. Without having to like go to settings, go to conversation AI, go to the training area, put in the question. You could just do all that directly in the tab there. So I can't show you that because someone has to text me first, and then I'll have those options. But man, when you guys, if it's not available right now, when you guys see that, you're going to die. You are literally, because it takes all of that training. You could literally just allow your clients to train the bot from that point on. You load all their stuff in there originally, and then just let them train from it. It's so not techie at all.
So the link, you put that link there and everything that's there is going to train the bot.
Yep.
So anything I really wanted to master, I just find the link with where the information sits.
Mm-hmm. It
So
even uses Google Drive links. Just make sure that it's editable and they can view it.
Okay, so like in the lead connector, I have to put it whatever that topic is, that link, or just lead connector, and it takes everything that's in the lead connector.
You should know when high level does something, they go all in. So all you have to do, let me show you this. Okay, all you have to do is share my screen. Take this link, right? Just the first thing. I'm gonna take this
Copy.
whole thing right here.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go back to my AI bot. I'm going to go to the training, and then I'm going to just paste this in there. Now, of course, you can choose all URLs with this path or in this domain. And when you click get data, I don't want to do it because I don't want to train it on that. But when you click get data, it'll actually show you all the pages within that domain that it's going to scrape data from.
Mhm.
So if you're like, why did it only show like 2? Then just choose one of the other ones. I know that's so like not techy what I'm telling you, but that's how I did it because I was just trying to figure it out. But yeah, if you don't see the results you want, just choose the other one. But then it will scrape that data, and then it will just scroll through all of the pages, all of the data, and then that's how it trains your bot.
Okay, Bridget. So my next question is, so basically what you're saying is I could create a page, put everything I want my AI to really know about Linux, put all that detailed information in that page, create a link out of that page, put that link right where it is, and it'll know exactly when they start asking those questions about Linux, it's going to pull from there.
You could even just create an ebook for your business.
That's what, okay.
Yeah. Create a PDF.
On all the stuff we do, what we do, how to answer it. Oh, yeah, this is about to be really insane. I'm so excited.
I know. Could you imagine? It's like us as agency owners, we understand the value and we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. But also us as agency owners, we get to do this for the local business owner at such an affordable price. Because like I was saying, used to be chatbots would be thousands of dollars to get one created by an agency, and it would take a long time. And there would have to be a lot of back and forth to make sure you have the good questions and all of that stuff. But now we're able to do that at such an affordable price. I mean, you could even legit say you're going to set it up for free. I mean, seriously, like every member, we're going to set your conversation AI bot up for free. And then you just paste their link in there, and then that's it. That's all you're doing. So also, I did want to tell you guys the price right now, because that's been a common question too. Right now, each time it creates a suggestion or an answer, it's 5 cents. Okay. But very soon, that's only like right now while they're fine tuning things, right? But very soon they're going to have an unlimited plan. And the price they're thinking about is like $49. So that unlimited plan will just, I mean, they'll be able to use millions of messages or whatever, and it'll just be that price. So yeah, super cool.
Okay, Bridget, I got a question.
Yeah.
Since you are in the higher level now and we get insight, well, I ain't gonna say inside information, but we get some firsthand stuff prior to launch. Mm-hmm. Is it somewhere in there where you put that AI workflow? So the AI bot, putting it into the workflow, understanding you didn't trained it now on your information, you could put it in different parts of your workflow to correspond like a professional person if you were there. Am I thinking correctly on that? Because now I'm thinking of my workflows that I have going on now, and one I'm about to build that I can integrate that into that now, and it just taking that workflow to a whole nother level, because now I'm putting an intelligent person within the workflow speaking on behalf of whatever that information is.
Yeah. So
instead of me linking it to ChatGPT.
Yeah. Like writing emails, like sending an email to answer a question. Could you imagine the power of that? So let me just tell you and confirm that I did hear Sean tell us that that is coming. It is going to be available inside of workflows. So you'll be able to do exactly that. And it sounded like that's coming very, very soon. So I would say, and look, Sean is going to be joining us for our weekly Q&A on October 20th. So it's going to be, and I leave for Dallas on the 22nd. So it's like right before Level Up. And so any golden nuggets that he wants to share, any little sneak peeks, we're going to have to drive it out of him so we can get it early.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I love it. I'm
know.
just excited with where I'm taking that information, that knowledge. So yeah,
Yeah, I feel exactly like you do, Terry, because it's like, it's not just like, oh, yay, a new tool, awesome. It's all the opportunities that come with this. And it's not just the tools. It's the skill set that you develop while you're using these tools. And that's what makes you a valuable asset above the tools. Like anybody can create a high level account, but who can build a system in high level? When people start, even if they're not your affiliate, even if they're not your customer, when people come to high level, and there's more and more every single day, people come to high level, they need someone who knows high level. So even if your focus is learning the tools and automations and all of that, and you don't even like marketing, all you have to do is promote yourself as someone who is a high-level expert. There's a huge, huge need for that.
Yeah, I believe if we put ourselves in that position, just like what Janai was talking about with the keyword, have them text a keyword, the AI responds back to that. Hey, see, you just text such and such, go here to get this. I mean, it's the line as far as where we take them is endless.
Because it's literally like hiring a team to respond to your questions right away when they're asked, whether it's 2:31 a.m. and you're fast asleep. Your bot is going to be responding and selling and having conversations as if they're your employee, and they don't need holidays off. They don't need sick time. You don't have to pay unemployment insurance for them. You don't have any of that stuff. You just pay for the bot and train it.
I love it.
No, the ability, and this is what I love about going back to the cost, the ability I think about us, like when we first started our lawn care business, and you invest all of this money and all of this time, right? But the ability to create such a valuable resource for yourself with very limited techie skills as the business owner, that's amazing. That is really amazing that we can do that. Anybody else have anything you need to ask or share? Or anything you're excited about?
I'm about to create a new group off this. Yeah,
You are? What kind of group?
For business, well, I don't want to say the name yet because I ain't gonna get it, but I'm about to create a new Facebook group and page that I'm gonna invite everybody to, as far as anybody dealing with any type of business, as far as if they want to upgrade or learn more about the AI automations and stuff. So it's going to be around automations. So I'm definitely going to, us talking now, I'm creating a Facebook group and a Facebook page.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be my page where I'm going to test a lot of stuff and invite people to come and look and try it out. Right. So, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like you were saying, testing it out. Creating a demo site where, and this is why everything that I do, I try to use high level tools for it. I know I could, use any tool that I want to, but I always want to use high level tools because my website, if you want to look at what the blog builder looks like, you can look at my website. You want to look at what it looks like to have a video on there or have your, all those things, you can look at my website. So it's really such a great idea to use our own websites and assets as a kind of billboard for what we offer, because people are looking at that when they contact you and you have this bot that responds right away and they don't have to wait for an answer. They're like, I need to have that for my business. We're all like that. Like, she just responded to me on Facebook at 2:30 in the morning. How do I do that? That's what we're all trying to figure out how to do. Right?
Yeah, along this line, we're all, I think, mostly Chrome users. Are there any people here that aren't primarily Chrome users? The reason I ask is, Terry, do you use more than Chrome, or do you use any Chrome at all, or what?
I use Chrome, but I use a variety. So, but Chrome is one of my go-tos. But I have.
The reason I ask is I've got a friend who is tight with Microsoft. He works for a separate company that supplies Microsoft stuff, and he is just so high on Microsoft. He's a computer engineer, and he's one of my former students. He's just brilliant, and so he's telling me all these great things that are built in to Microsoft for AI, and that I ought to be thinking about moving everything from Chrome to Microsoft. Well, I mean, Bing and all those things, Edge and Bing, high level is not going to function that well with other browsers, is it? It's primarily Chrome, isn't it?
No, you should be able to
Uh-huh.
use high level
Yeah.
with any browser.
Yeah.
Well, I know you can use it, but they're always talking about. I get the feeling that they're using as many Google products as they can, and so that they, since Google is free for like word processing and spreadsheets and database management and stuff, and Microsoft products aren't free, and so I was just wondering how much of an impact it'll have if people continue to use or begin shifting over to Edge and Bing. And the second question along that line is there are some really good competition. There's some really good competition with Chat GPT, and it's just exploding. I guess we're still in the infancy of this and will be forever as it kind of tries to become all things, but I just don't know.
I think that Chrome is the most popular one. And so if you're a software company and you are trying to cater your software to be at its optimal best on a specific browser, you're going to choose Google Chrome because that's where most people are at. If most people were using Bing or Edge, that's what they would concentrate on. But being a software company, you need to adapt to all of those different browsers. It's like when we build websites, you don't just make it look good on desktop. You make it look good on mobile and tablet, and then you hope your website builder will move to other different screen sizes. And we have to adapt, and our tools have to adapt as well, for sure. But if you wanted to go down to that rabbit hole and learn Bing and their version of like ChatGPT, I think the only reason people use ChatGPT is because it was the first one that came out and just wowed everybody, and that's what we all started using. And then Google came out, or Bing came out with their version. And I think that's really like the thing why a lot of people maybe are just using ChatGPT over Bing. But it's also, if you wanted to learn it and you wanted to go down that rabbit hole and dive in and you like it better yourself, then it's a super awesome opportunity to start ranking for those keywords. ChatGPT versus Bing. I mean, that'll probably be your most popular video because people are looking for that stuff, because people want to know, just like you asked, which one's better? People want to know. So what does Ray think? Which one's better?
Yeah, there's several that are coming out. There's Bard, B-A-R-D,
Yeah.
and I guess you've heard of it, and the Google one too. And inside, I purchased the Microsoft Office suite for 5 people, my family, and it kind of took over. And there's a little it's called Copilot, a little task bar icon. It goes right into your taskbar, and you can't get rid of it. I mean, you can uninstall all the products you just install, like Word and PowerPoint and all those. But if you're going to use that, they give you this thing, and they kind of anticipate what you're going to say. And so when you're typing along and you say for the good, and they'll say, and they'll finish your sentence for you, and you can just hit the tab key if that agrees with what you wanted to say. And so it's pretty cool, but it's also a little eerie. They're taking you over. I mean, mean, you can't get rid of it unless you uninstall everything. So
Mhm. Yeah, my husband he started talking about getting a new guitar, and suddenly both of us have just been bombarded with guitar ads everywhere. It's just like, whoa, okay, slow down, AI. I feel so violated every time I see a
me
guitar
too.
ad. So you guys, if you're ready, we'll go ahead and spin the wheel. I want to definitely make sure that I have everyone's name on here before I do that. I do see Gio, you have your hand up.
Yes. Can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure. Yeah.
I have some people who are like diehard Apple people. I'm glad that Ray, you were talking about this Google thing, but like diehard Apple using iCalendar.
Mhm.
What are you using to integrate if they don't want to switch out of their iCalendar to integrate the calendar in Go High Level with their iCalendar?
So we can integrate Outlook and Google.
Yeah.
So one of those.
So
There's
they have to connect their iCalendar to Outlook
Yes. Or
and
Google.
then Outlook to us, so that communicates back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have fun with that.
Yeah, Apple, this is my thing with Apple. I absolutely can't stand Apple products.
me
Me
That
too.
is
too.
just
Me too.
I feel like they make everything. It's kind of like Ford,
like,
like if
relax,
you want to
guys.
change a headlight out on a Ford, you need to go buy a special Ford tool to change the headlight out that is made for that specific car and model and year. And it's like so crazy. I can't stand that. I love Android because it's just so open, like universal, like everything works for an Android. And so Apple, everything has to be Apple, everything. Maria's hopping on because she's a Mac fan. She's going to defend.
Exactly. And I was gonna say, if you
Maria,
have a
because I was gonna
ring,
back you up, Maria.
I know me and you know, if you have a ring on your door, how do you remove the battery? You have a special key. I'm
Yeah.
going there for your
But it
ring.
did come
So
with
with
it.
Mac,
I didn't have to purchase it
everything Mac over here.
separately.
I love Mac.
You didn't have
I
to
love
take it to
it.
the garage to get fixed. Either.
Right. I didn't have to call a specialist that
Jerry,
works.
Jerry was like, don't get my reel riled up.
Hey, I'm a
But
Mac.
that wheel is gonna land on me just because.
I'm a Mac. I'm a Mac. I love my Mac.
Me
I love
too.
my Mac.
I
Hey,
love
if you
my
guys-
Mac too, but I also love my Android phone.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I
You know
can't
what?
do that
I'm gonna have to
with my
say I
iPhone.
love my Android phone too. Even though I have both, I do like my Android, but I love my Mac with everything else. I didn't got used to it too. So the other part of that, it's a learning curve.
If you guys want to create a super engaging post, go to your Facebook pages as soon as we're done here, and then just type in which is better, Apple or Android. And you will have like 1,000 comments before midnight tonight. I promise you. It is so controversial.
I was just thinking that because I saw your post about if someone unfriends you and you see them in public and I said, and I went to Google and I was like, what if, and I started asking questions. I said, I wonder where she got this question. I said, you know what? I'm gonna take her question. She got a lot of people. They commented, but yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that.
I text with my sister all day long. And so a lot of the things that I post are conversations that we've had about things like, I wonder about this, and like one about the entrepreneurs and were they good in school? We were talking about that. And I was like, I wonder how many entrepreneur friends do I have that were terrible in school? Because I certainly was. I was so bored in school. I cannot stand learning by reading. That is not me. I want to dive right in. I don't want to know anything about the book. I just want to dive right in and investigate every single aspect of that book. Then I'll be an expert.
Oh, I am too.
That
Wow.
sounds like Cliff Notes.
Yeah, right. Yes, I want the Cliff Notes. Tell me the gist, then I'll figure it out.
Well, that's also why men don't ask for directions. They just want to find out first. Why
Yeah.
read directions? You get something to put together and I never read the directions until I get stuck.
I'm the same way, Ray. I swear, maybe I was a man in a past life or something
Okay.
because I can't stand direct, like, why waste time reading when you could just dive in and figure it out? That's like what I do. So I want to make sure that I have everyone here. So if I don't call your name, let me know. Ray, Terry, Gio, Frankie, Janai, Maria, Ricky, and Terrence. Anybody else? And I know Terrence spells it with an E here. Anyone else that I missed? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Okay, so I am going to spin the wheel. And for those of you who are new, if you win, you can choose 2 reseller licenses added to your account or a 30-minute private consultation with me.
What happened to Erica? I guess she bailed out.
Oh, yeah, you got to be in here when we spin the wheel.
Yeah.
She'll probably watch this later and be like, dang it. All right, here we go. Yeah.
Hey. Woohoo.
Yeah, would you like a 30-minute private consultation or 2 reseller licenses? And if you had to step away, you can message me. Go to bridgetbartlett.com and in the chat there, message me and say, hey, this is what I want. And then I'll go ahead and send it to you. Does anyone else have any questions or anything that I can help you with before we go for the weekend? Okay. Well, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you Monday, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.
Have a good one.